Well, good morning. We're still just in morning. It's a Sunday and we're off out on filming today. So we're off to Wells today, North Norfolk. This is one on the list we've been wanting to take you around. So, the hook, come along, travel with me. Let's have a look at Wells. Okay, so we're about 9 miles out now, and as I recall, if you're coming up here, parking isn't always that great. There's not too many car parks at Wells, but we'll check it out for you, put up some prices, and see if we can get parked up. So let's carry on. Okay, so we've made it to Wells. We're at the main car park. I will put the prices and that up on for you in the video as we go. Let's have a little wander as we head into town and show you. Just a quick note for the car park machine. It won't take Apple or Google Pay. It will only take an actual card. So just be aware if you come out here. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around and let's have a little look at Wells. So just a quick look at the car park. It's a good sized car park and coaches can park at the far end. And you can come back round and we're going to take the path into town. So just a little shot of Wells. We're going to head down and look at the beach part first, which you have to walk to. But as you can see, all the boats that come in, and the water's out today at the moment. But we're going to head that way, down the old path. But we will come back to the town in a bit. Just want to give you a little shot of this. Really nice and pleasant place. Oh, bloody flies again. So a little history bit for you. Used to be an old port many yonks ago. So we used to do coal out of here. I think they used to do salt. Salt's a big trade around here as well, I think that's what I'm on about anyway. So yeah, anyway, let's carry on. Now I have to say, they got nice little paths walking all the way down to the beach. Now I have done this, but it was quite some time ago. So many years ago when we took the kids. In fact, I think my youngest one was in a pushchair when we came down there last. So as we can see, all the seabirds behind me. I'll try and get an image of them for you. But yeah, so they've got on top of the bank if you want to walk down, which you can. That's kind of hardcore, kind of sort of walkway. But on the lower bank here where I am, it's all tarmac, so very easy for buggies, prams and all that kind of thing. Anyway, come on, let's catch up with the rest of them. Okay, we're still walking down. It's a good walk down there, as we can just see all behind me, Wells behind me. But yeah, it's a good one, good little walk. I bet that's as good in the morning, good old dog walk. We passed loads of dogs there. It's one of them places you'd love to retire to, wouldn't you? If you got the cash. Anyway, just absolutely to see the scene. I've been taking some photographs of the boats. I've got to say, Wells and Brancaster, Holcombe. We're going to cover the others at some point, but got to say, it's seeing how the boats and the scenery is an absolutely photographer's dream. Particularly Wells. That's always been like that here. I can tell you now, there's loads of photographers come up here and they do some excellent photographs kind of on Facebook, Instagram. Check them out. I'll do my best. I'm not a professional, as some people have commented. But yeah, we'll God, take your bloody breath out, doesn't it? But yeah, I'll get as many pics as I can done. We'll mix them in with this anyway. You always like to have a go, don't you? Anyway, come on. Now we're kind of done this, but I just had to show you the view, because the view was so bloody awesome here on the wash, on the North Norfolk coast. Let me correct myself. There you go. Obviously the sea and the boats head out that way to North Norfolk coast there, but scenery is absolutely unbelievable. So we've finally made it for a little breather. Now, another little place you can come and visit while you're here, right behind me, the Lifeboat station. I'm going to try and find some info for you, but please check online for latest info. But I will, they've got a little shop here, you can look around the boat and all that kind of thing. And, but it is a working, I'll get this out in a minute. This is a working lifeboat station, so obviously there will be times that obviously the guys are out doing their job. Anyway, let's have a little mosey around, and then we'll see what we can find for you. There we go, lifeboat behind me. So it is in today. That is, I'll tell you that, they're way bigger than what you think they are. Just zoom it out a bit, there you go. Pretty good at it. Anyway, let's carry on. Oh, that's better. I couldn't find any prices there at the moment for the lifeboat, so what I'll do, I'll have a look online and I'll let you know what that is. We're just gonna head out to the beach now. We finally made it to the beach. It's starting to cloud up a bit now. Hopefully that'll hold out. It's about 20 today. Way warmer than I thought it would be. Now I've got kind of new shoes on today. That's a bit muddy here, so I'll have to take it. So let me turn this around so you can have a look at the beach area. Look at that. There's a bit of beach that way. May look to the left on your camera. So nice breeze, not too bad though. And I know in the summer that does get quite warm down here. And as you can see behind me, can we get that on there? All the beach huts that they have along there. I'll try and get a picture of that for you as well. There's quite a few. Obviously we've got lots of filming with little young people about. But yeah, there's quite a few people down here today. So, but yeah, loads and loads of beach huts. Like I said, you'd have to check online. I'd imagine most of them kind of things are normally private nowadays. So I will turn the camera around. We will have a look at the old seabirds, and I will try and not muddy my new shoes up too much. I'm sure Mother will be listening. So anyway, come on. So here we go. We'll have a walk down to the front. And try not to completely ruin these shoes. I knew I shouldn't have put these on. It's quite wet out here. This is the muddy part. Obviously, as you go further down the beach to where the beach huts are this way, obviously the sand is a lot more better there. It looks a bit worse than what it is because the sea is right out at the moment. But yeah, if you're into, like I said, the the wildfowl and the coastal birds and that. There's absolutely loads here. I'll just pan this about, and then I'll just put this on full zoom so you can have a look. There we go, it's a bit better. So it's like being at Pensthorpe, isn't it? Don't forget, check my Pensthorpe video out if you want to have a look there as well. That's only just up the road from here. But yeah, loads of seabirds and sea life here. Taking it nice and easy on a Sunday. Anyway, come on, let's see what the gang's doing. Just want to quickly show you all this kind of seaweed out, because obviously the water's all out at the moment, so you can see all this. Let's have a look at that. Plus all the seaweed. Obviously that'll be covered up soon, because like I said, the tide is right out at the moment. But there. Come on. There you are. So we've just took a stop just off the not far from the beach. So you've got a little bus station bit here. There is toilets here and there's shops and that behind me. So literally, as you can see, Lifeboat station is just there, and then you can just come down that slope. And like I said, there's toilets, there's areas you can wash your feet and that. And like I said, there is the shops, cafe and all that kind of thing. So at least that's right next to the beach, so that's pretty good. So, but yeah, anyway, we will carry on. We're going to head down into town now and have a little mosey on around there. I think it's time for a cuppa as well. So, you know, home of the cuppa we are. Anyway, come on, let's take a little walk. Okay, finally made it to the start of the town. I just thought I'd show you this harbour bit. And then we're going to slowly take a walk around that way. Good to hear the gulls. I'm just going to zoom in. They've got a little horse object, as you can see out here. Let's just get that horse out in the middle there. I don't know how much water that gets covered up with. So we'll just pan back this way just so you can see this on full zoom. But like I say, tide literally is, we're at the lowest tide at the moment. And high tide is about 7:15 tonight. But yeah, that's where we are. So we'll what I do like on this building, how they've kept the old part there. I guess that's apartments or something now. Yeah, nice to see the boats and people enjoying themselves. Let's just come out here a bit now. There we go. Anyway, let's head on in. See the old lobster pots there. Wait for the cars to go by. And this is what I love, how they've, like I said before, how they've kept this bit. Really love that. Obviously they used to haul in the goods from the ships. Yeah, good to see. Now, walking down here, we've been having a look at the price of ice creams and fish and chips. I just passed a bit for cod and chips, and that's 15 quid. It's only 5 quid cheaper than what it is at the Ivy. We kind of gave that a miss. I know you're gonna pay a bit more here, but like I say, it's a bit pricey. 15 quid for cod and chips. Anyway, like I said, down the front here there is amusements, shops, the all tourist kind of thing. So, but yeah, we will carry on, see if we can find something a bit more reasonably priced. Now, look at that for a house. That's great, isn't it? Ship as a house. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. Wow, what a place. Fortunately, I think Wales is kind of known as it's one of them places you go if you got money. Hence the reason why I don't live here. No, it's a really nice place to come and visit though. and there's loads and loads of it, as you can see behind me, particularly that one. Loads and loads of places where they've kind of kept it sort of, I guess, what, 17th, 18th century, Victorian. Anyone surely experts will tell us. Anyway, we're going to carry on in, and then we're going to pop back into the town from here. There you go, Shop Lane, and all these old houses here. Isn't that great? Just reminds you a bit of shambles, doesn't it? Anyway, come on. So yeah, as you can see behind me, all the older narrow street there, loads of shops down there. We're kind of on the, I think it'd be like on their high street kind of thing. So, but yeah, loads of different eatery places, loads of different little shops, tourist bits, and lots of little local community shops. So try them out, give them a try while you're here as well. Looks like some nice stuff in there. Yeah, we're going to carry on walking around, see what we can find. Definitely gets quieter as you get this end, obviously, away from the harbour. But yeah, a few people dotting about. Obviously we're getting close to, I suppose we're about an hour away from the shops closing. So, nearly there. Anyway, it's been lots to see and it's been really good. So, if you're over here, give Wells a look. Okay, now we're just going to kind of finish off the look around Wells. Now, where would we be without our little walk around the church? So we're just going to have a quick look at the church. It's quite a good sized church for Wells. I say for Wells, you know, for these sort of coastal places. They're normally decent sized churches. So I will turn the camera around and then let's just have a quick look at the old church. So I will zoom that out a bit for you. And there we go. So we're at Wells Church. I'll grab the name. I think it's St Mark's, but I'll just double check that before we go. So let's just have a little wander around. Very clean, I have to say. No security mesh as well. Look at that. There's a good shot for you. Let's get some photographs here before we go. So I'll do our usual 360. Like I said, I don't know whether I've got something going on there or a little conservation area. So we'll just head round. There's quite a lot of, say, older graves here. But very nice, very peaceful. We'll just come up and do this last window as we normally do. I'll say last window. Sort of kind of front end window. Okay, I bet that looks good inside. Then we'll come around here. And I've got lots of these little slabs, but they do kind of go down as you go round. I've noticed a couple of little holes in the window there, so hopefully the guys can get that sorted. But again, nice and peaceful. Reasonably, like I said, well looked after. We've got some headstones, as we often do on the churches, because obviously they get quite full, where they just obviously stand them along the walls. I'll just come and go to this side. But again, like I said, no security mesh. All pretty clean. Now, I'll just zoom that out for you. Now, just taking a look, we'll go up all the way up to the tower. Got a nice tower we've got here. And I'm just going to zoom to this object I've just seen on the... Look at this, just want to zoom into this bit. Just noticed that there. Haven't seen one of them on churches for a while. Yeah, we'll just come back out. We'll go around to the tower end, and then we will finish off. We'll kind of do the tower part so we can go up to the clock. And there we have it, Wells Church. Okay, so hope you enjoyed our little trip around Wells next to the sea in Norfolk. Really nice, really lovely place to come to. Nice and quiet, nice if you want to relax, take some walks, and that kind of thing. Nice beach and lots of different shops and different bits and pieces to obviously have a little relax and little shop around. So parking's okay. I would say summertime it could be a lot more busy, but these coastal places are, so if you are coming, I would say get here early. It can be Wells. I've always found, and I'm local to Norfolk, I've always found Wells can be a bit pricey, but there we go. This is how we are nowadays. So the fish and chips did put me off at 15 quid. I thought, no thanks, I won't be paying that, I'm afraid. But having said that, you know, the price is what it is. So you come to coastal places, this is what it's going to be like. And you've got to help the local community where you can, but you know, for families and that, you've got to be cost effective with it as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. We will head off now and head home, I think. And we're going to find a Costa. No advertising, just going to find a Costa. Anyway, I will let you have a nice, pleasant rest of your Sunday. If you do like the content, please give me a subscribe if you can. It doesn't cost anything, and give me a like and share me around your socials as well. That'd be really great. We're really trying to get this channel pushed up to 500 subs by the end of the year. We keep trying. Anyway, I will leave you in peace. Hope you enjoyed Wells, and we will meet you at the next one. We'll no doubt be somewhere else at the end of the week. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I will catch you very soon.